So 12D, volumes of solids of revolution, the y-axis, example 19. The curve, now it's an inverse trig, is rotated around the y-axis to form a solid. Find the volume of the solid. I've got my rule off my rule sheet for going around the y-axis. Obviously my first protocol is to graph it, and it looks kind of like this when x is 1. So it's this area and it's being rotated around the y-axis. These need to be the y bounds. So obviously it's from 0, but we need the point here. Now the curve is y equals 2 sine negative 1x. So we can go when y equals 2 sine negative 1, 1. Y equals 2 times pi on 2, y equals pi. So the point here is 1 pi. You could have also worked that on your graphic calculator if this was being done tech active. So when we come to here, we're going to go, okay, my volume equals from 0 to pi at the front, and I need x squared. Now my graph is given the equation in terms of y. So we need to change that and make it y on 2 equals sine to negative 1x. Therefore, sine y on 2 is x. So of course we need x squared in here. So there'll be sine squared y on 2 dy. So it's a bit of a tricky trig to do. Remember, if we're going to do this, if we're doing sine squareds by hand, we need to use our double angle rule, because we know that cos 2a is 1 take 2 sine squared a. So if we use this version and we rearrange, remember, 2 sine squared a equals 1 take cos 2a, and therefore sine squared a equals a half 1 take cos 2a. Oops. So bringing that integration in, that trig integration. The half we can put outside, so I can just make that pi on 2, 0 to pi, and I'm going to have 1 take cos y dy, because it's double angle, so obviously double. So then that's pi on 2, oops, excuse me, integrate, that'll be y minus sine y from 0 to pi. So it'll be pi take sine pi take in brackets 0 take sine 0. Now of course that's going to be pi on 2, oops, sorry, and pi's. That'll be pi take sine of pi is 0. That's 0, that's 0. So we're going to have pi squared on 2 units cubed. Oh, apologies. So yeah, so we get down to here, that's sine of pi is 0, sine of 0, 0, sine squared.